Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do percent and percentage. Exercise 9a. And we are with question 5. In a class of 60 children, 30% are girls. How many boys are there? So the total number of children is 60. Out of that, 30% are girls. And then we have to find out how many boys are there. Let's begin by writing what's given to us. Total number of children is given to us as 60. What else is given to us? Percentage of girls is given to us, and the percentage is given here 30%. This is the percentage of girls. Now we have to find the number of girls. Now number of girls means percentage is 30. That means 30 by 100. 30 by 100 of the total number of children. That is into, of is into 60. 60 is the total number of children. So 30% I have written as 30 by 100. Of is into, and 60 is the total number of children. Now this is multiplication. We can cancel. Let's begin by cancelling the zeros. 1 0 there, 1 0 here. Now one more 0 I can cancel. So I've cancelled all the zeros. Now what is left is in the numerators 3 into 6. 3 6 are 18. 18 by 1. That means the number of girls is 18. So there are 18 girls among the 60 children in the class. So now we have to find the number of boys. How do we find the number of boys? Take the total number of children and subtract the number of girls from it. So you'll find the number of boys. And the total number of children is 60 and the number of girls is 18. So we have to subtract those two. So let's do that. Total number of children is 60 minus number of girls is 18. So let's minus this. 60 minus 18. Now here borrow. 10 minus 8 is 2. 5 minus 1 is 4. So we have 42. So what have we found? We have found the number of boys, and the number of boys is 42. So this is our answer. Number of boys is 42. Question 6. In an election, two candidates A and B contested. A got 60% of the votes. The total votes polled were 8,000. How many votes did each get? Okay, so there's an election and there are two people who stood for it, who stood for this election, and they are known as the candidates, and they are candidate A and B. And we know that A got 60% of the votes. And we also know how many votes were there totally. Totally there were 8,000 votes. Now the question is, how many votes did each one get? How many did A get and how many did B get? Let's begin by writing what's given. Total number of votes polled is 8,000. Out of this, votes that A got is 60% of the votes. And how much is that? 60%. Number we have to find. For that we say 60% means 60 by 100. Of is into, and the votes is the total number of votes, which is 8,000. Now here we can cancel. Let me cancel 2 zeros here and 2 zeros there. That's it. I can't cancel any more zeros. Now let's multiply the numerators. So here 6 8s are 48, and then put the 2 zeros. So we have 4,800. So this is the number of votes that A got. So we found out how many votes A got. Now we need to find out how many votes B got. Now how do we find that? We know the total number of votes. And from that we know how many votes A got. So when you subtract the two, what is remaining will be the number of votes that B got. So let's do that. So number of votes that B got is total number of votes minus the votes that A got. So total number of votes is 8,000 as it's given in the question, and the votes that A got is 4,800, which we just found out. Now let's subtract and find. So this is 8,000 minus 4,800. So that is 0, 0. Now this is 7 and 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3,200. So the number of votes that B got, this is the question. Number of votes that B got is 3,200. So the question is, how many votes did each get? So A got 4,800 votes and B got 3,200 votes. Question 7. A person saves 12% of his salary every month. If his salary is 2,500 rupees, find his expenditure. So here they're telling us a man gets his salary every month. Salary is the amount that he gets after working. Okay, for every month he gets a salary. Out of that, 12% he saves. That means he doesn't spend it, he keeps it so that he can use it if he needs. So this is the savings. Now they're telling us how much his salary is. His salary is 2,500. Now we are asked to find his expenditure. That means how much does he spend? We know his salary. We know how much he's saving. Now how much does he spend is the question. So let's begin by writing what's given to us. A person's salary is given to us in the question, that is rupees 2,500. That's his salary. Then his savings is 12% of rupees 2,500. That means 12% means 12 by 100. Of means into 2,500. If we do this, we'll know how much he has saved. So now let's cancel two zeros here and two zeros there. Now that's all. We can't cancel anything more. Let's multiply 12 into 25. So 12 into 25. 5 twos are 10, carry 1. 5 ones are 5 plus 1, 6, 0. 2 twos are 4 and 2 ones are 2. Add this up. 0, 6 plus 4 is 10, carry 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 300. That means he is saving 300 rupees every month. So now we know that his salary is 2,500. From that, he saves so much of money. That means the remaining money he is going to spend, isn't it? So that will be his expenditure. So how do we find his expenditure? By taking his total salary and by taking away his savings from that. By subtracting these two, then we'll know how much of money he has spent. So let's write that. His expenditure is salary minus savings. So salary is rupees 2,500 given to us, and savings is what we have found, rupees 300. So let's minus 2,500 and 300. 0, 0, 5 minus 3 is 2, 2. So 2,200. So this is his expenditure. That means he has spent so much of money from his salary. So we have found his expenditure to be 2,200. Question 8. Sita got 75% marks out of a total of 800 marks. So that means she didn't get fully, isn't it? So she's lost some marks. So the question is, how many marks did she lose? Okay, so let's write what's given to us. So we know the total marks is 800 and we know that the marks that she got is 75% of the total. And the total is 800. So she got 75% of 800. Now how much is that? 75% means 75 by 100 of is into, and we have 800. So 75 by 100 into 800. Let's cancel two zeros here, two zeros here. That's it. Now multiply the numerators. That is 75 into 8. 8 fives are 40, carry 4. 8 sevens are 56 plus 4 is 60. That's 600. So the marks that Sita got is 600. So what were the total marks? Total marks is 800. Out of that, the marks that Sita got is 600. And what are we asked to find? We are asked to find how many marks she lost. Okay, so she got totally 800. The total marks were 800. She got 600 out of it. And the marks that she lost will be, when you minus these two, you'll be able to find the marks that she lost. So the marks that Sita lost are total marks minus the marks that Sita got. So what are the total marks? The total marks were 800 and the marks that Sita got we found out to be 600. 800 minus 600 is 200. So the marks that Sita lost is 200. A shop worth 25,000 rupees was insured for 95% of its value. How much would the owner get in case of any mishappening? So here they're talking about a shop and the worth of that shop or the value of that shop is 25,000 rupees. Now this shop is insured for 95% of its value. Insured means this is protected by an insurance company so that if something happens, the company will give the shop owner a certain amount of money. So it's called insured. And what is the insurance value? 95%. So now they're saying the question is how much would the owner get in case of any mishappening? So suppose something happens to the shop of 25,000 rupees. Suppose something happens, how much will the company, insurance company, pay this owner? Because 95% has been insured. So we need to find out this 95% how much it is. So let's begin. So the value of the shop, okay, we're talking about a shop here. The value of a shop is 25,000 rupees. Then insurance of the shop is 95% of its value. And what is the value? 25,000. Okay, so we need to find out what this 95% is. So 95% means 95 by 100, of means into, and we have 25,000 here. Now let's cancel. I can cancel two zeros here and two zeros there. So now I have to multiply my numerators. Nothing else is there to cancel. That is 95 into 250 or 250 into 95. 5 zeros are 0, 5 fives are 25, carry 2, 5 twos are 10, 11, 12, 0, 9 zeros are 0, 9 fives are 45, carry 4, 9 twos are 18, 22. Now add it up, 5, 7, 3, 2. So after adding, what do we get? 23,750. So this is the insurance of the shop. That is 23,750 rupees. Now that means in case of any mishappening, the owner will get so much of money. How much is that? He will get 23,750 rupees. The insurance company will pay him so much. The value of a shop is 25,000, but it's insured only for 95%. So this is the amount that he will get. Question 10. A class has 30 boys and 25 girls. What is the percentage of boys in the class? So let's write what's given. So we've been given the number of boys, and that is 30. And then we're also given the number of girls, that is 25. Now we are asked the percentage of boys. So that means first we need to find the total number of students in the class. So that will be total number of students will be number of boys, that's 30, plus the number of girls, that's 25. So 30 plus 25 is 55. This is the total number of students. Now we have to find the percentage of boys. So that will be 30 by 55 into 100. So to find the percentage of boys, I'm taking the number of boys, 30, I'm dividing it by the total number of students, and because I have to find percent, I'm going to multiply this by 100%. So here this multiplication of fractions, so I can cancel 30 and 55 by 5. So 5 6s are 30, 5 11s are 55. Now there's nothing else that I can cancel, so I'll multiply my numerators. So 6 into 100 is 600 and the denominator is 11. Now I have to divide 600 by 11 to find the percentage of boys. So let's do that. 600 divided by 11. So 11 fives are 55 minus, and then 5 here, 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, and then you bring down 0. So 11 fours are 44 minus 4 and 10. 10 minus 4 is 6, 0. So what is our mixed number? 54, 6 by 11. So our percentage here, the percentage of boys is 54, 6 by 11, and put the percentage sign. So we have been asked to find the percentage of boys, and we have just found it out to be 54, 6 by 11%. Question 11. Express the first one, 3, 2 by 5 as a percent. So when you're converting a fraction into a percent, you multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So let's do that. First step, let's convert this 3, 2 by 5. 5 3s are 15 plus 2 is 17. So this is 17 by 5. Now we're going to convert it to percent. That means multiply by 100 and put the percentage symbol. So now we can cancel. I can cancel 5 and 100. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 20. Now multiply the numerators. That is 17 into 20. So 0, second step, begin with a 0, 2 sevens are 14, carry 1, 2 ones are 2, plus 1 is 3. So add this up, 0, 4, 3. We've got 340. So now let's write that, 340, put the percentage sign. So now what have we got here? We have got 3 2 by 5 as 340%, which is our final answer. Question 2. Here we have a decimal number which we have to express as a percent. So first step is we'll write this as a fraction. So when you write this as a fraction, ignore the point and read the number. When you ignore the point, what's your number? 75. So let's write that. So this becomes 75. Now you must have a denominator starting with 1 followed by zeros. So count the number of decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 decimal places. That means 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. That's 10,000. 75 by 10,000. Now we have to convert as a percent, means multiply by 100%. So let's do this. Let's cancel the zeros. So 1, 2, here also 1 and 2. Then I can cancel 75 and 100. I can do it by 5. I can also do it by 25. 25 threes are 75 and 25 fours are 100. So what do I have here? 3 by 4. In my numerator, I have 3 by 4. This is in the fraction form. So we'll convert it to a decimal since our question is also a decimal number. How do we convert to a decimal? We can divide 3 by 4. So begin this division. 3 is smaller, so I'm putting a 0. I'm going to continue my division by putting a point here. Carry that point up, put a 0. Now read your number. It's 30. 4 sevens are 28. 4 sevens are 28 minus, so here let's subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. We can continue the division since the remainder is not 0. So I'm going to put a 0 here, bring that 0 down. Now my number is 20. 4 fives are 20 minus 0. So 0.75. So here let's write that 0.75 and put the percentage sign. Now here also you can put the percentage sign. So our final answer here is 0.75%. Question 3. 3 is to 20 as percent. So this is ratio and ratio can be written as a fraction. So let's do that. Let's write that 3 by 20. Now write it as a percent means we're going to multiply this by 100%. So now we can cancel 20 and 100. 21s are 20 and 25s are 100. So now multiply the numerators. 3 into 5 is 15 and we have the percentage symbol. So we have got our answer. The final answer is 15%. Question 4. Here we have to express 60 centimeter as a percent of 1 meter and 25 centimeters. So now first step is we have to get them all to be the same units. So here we have centimeters, here we have meter and centimeter. So let's convert all that into centimeters. Now 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So this part we've got 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Now here we have 25 centimeters. So we have to add that here. So let's add 25 centimeters. So when we add this, what do we get? 5, 2, 1. 125 centimeters. So this has now become 125 centimeters. So here also we have centimeters. There also we have centimeters. Now we have to express 60 centimeter as a percent of 125 centimeters. Now how do we do that? We say 60 by 125. Expressing one quantity as a percent of another quantity. 60 by 125. Now we are converting it to percent. So multiply by 100%. Now cancel what you can. Let's cancel 125 and 100 by 25. So 25 fives are 125 and 25 into 4 is 100. Now we can cancel 60 and 5. So this is 5 ones are 5 and 12 fives are 60. So both I've cancelled with 5. Now multiply the numerators. So 12 into 4 is 48. So and the denominator is 1. So 48 by 1 is 48 and put the percentage sign. So our final answer here is 48%. Question 5. 9 hours express 9 hours as a percent of 4 days. So again, as you can see here, we have different units, hours and days. Which is the bigger unit? Days is the bigger unit. So let's convert days into hours. So one day has 24 hours. We know that, isn't it? So here we have 4 days. So 4 days means 24 into 4. 4 fours are 16, carry 1. 4 twos are 8 plus 1 is 9. 96 hours. So here what have we done? We've converted 4 days to 96 hours. So now as you can see, both the units are the same. Here we have 9 hours and here we have 96 hours. Now we can work out our sum. So here we are expressing the first quantity as a percent of the second quantity. So 9 is the first quantity divided by 96 second quantity into 100%. Again, let's cancel what we can. We can cancel 9 and 96 by 3. 3 threes are 9. Here also 3 threes are 9 and 3 twos are 6. Now I can cancel 32 and 100 by 2. 2 into 16 is 32. Here 2 fives are 10 and add the 0, 50. I can cancel 16 and 50 by 2 again. 2 eights are 16 and 2 into 25 is 50. Now there's nothing more to cancel, so let's multiply the numerators. So 25 into 3 is 75 and the denominator is 8. So this is an improper fraction. Let's first convert it to a mixed number. So 75 divided by 8. 8 nines are 72 minus 5 minus 2 is 3. So what is our mixed number here? 9, 3 by 8. So we've got our mixed number as 9, 3 by 8. And since we are writing this as percent, we're converting it to percent, we have to put the percentage sign. Now 93 by 8 can be written as a decimal number. For that, let's go back to this because we have to convert this. When you convert, you get 75 by 8. So let's divide 75 by 8. 8 nines are 72 minus 5 minus 2 is 3. I'm going to continue my division by putting a point here, carry that point up, put a 0, bring the 0 down. Now my number is 30. Let's continue the division. 8 threes are 24 minus, now here again borrow, 10 minus 4 is 6. Now remainder is not 0, so we can continue. So I'm going to put a 0 there and bring the 0 down. So now the number is 60. 8 sevens are 56 minus 5, 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Now again my remainder is not 0. So let's try again by adding a 0, bringing that 0 down. Now the number is 40 and this is easy. 8 fives are 40. So now the remainder is 0. So now let's look at our quotient. Our quotient will be our answer. That is 9.375. So let's write that 9.375%. So we can have our answer in the fraction form 93 by 8 or the decimal form 9.375. Question 11, the second one is a decimal number where you have to express as a percent, isn't it? Now there is another way of converting decimals into percent. If you are being taught this method in school, you can use this. So whenever you convert a fraction or a decimal into percent, you multiply by 100, isn't it? So we write this as it is, 0.0075 into 100 and put the percentage sign. Now we know multiplication of decimal numbers by 100. Now, since there are two zeros, a point will move two places to the right. That means it will move from here to here and it's going to come here. So now the point is there. What is our answer? Our answer is, if I put the point alone, 0.75. And since there's no other number other than 0, I put only one 0. So my answer is 0.75%. Now this is a very easy way of doing it, but you need to see which method is being taught in your school and do it accordingly. So our answer here directly is 0.75. So whenever you have decimal numbers to convert to percent, if you multiply by 100 and move the point two places to the right, you will reach your answer easily. Question 12, first one, find 2% of 2 hours 30 minutes. So if you have 2 hours 30 minutes, what is 2% of that? So here again, let's convert this to 1 unit, hours and minutes. Let's make it 1 unit. So let's convert hours to minutes. 1 hour has 60 minutes. So here we're talking about 2 hours. 2 hours will be 2 into 60 into 2. So this will be 0, 2 6s are 12, 120 minutes. Now go back to the question. Here we have 30 minutes also. So let's add the 30 minutes. So this becomes 0, 2 plus 3 is 5, 150 minutes. So now the question is find 2% of 150 minutes. So 2% means 2 by 100 of this into multiply by 150. Now cancel the zeros. Cancel 1 0 here, 1 0 here. I can cancel 2 and 10. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. I can cancel 5 and 15. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. So what do we have in the numerator? 1 into 3. So 1 3s are 3. In the denominator we have only 1. So the answer is 3. Now what is the unit? The unit will be minutes because we are asked to find 2% of 150 minutes. So the answer is 3 minutes. This is our final answer. Question 2. What percent of 12 kg is 725 grams? So this is kilograms, this is grams. Let's convert kilograms to grams. So 1 kilogram has 1000 grams. 1000 grams. So this is 12 kilograms. 12 kilograms will be 1000 into 12. So that will be 12,000 grams. So here the question is what percent is 12 kilograms, which is 12,000 grams, of is 725 grams. That means the smaller unit here is 725 grams. So we say 725 grams divided by 12,000 grams. We put it this way. Now to find the percent, we multiply it by 100%. So cancel the zeros that you can. So here 2 zeros I can cancel. So I've cancelled there also. I can cancel 725 and 120. I can do both by 5. So 5 2s are 10. Then again 20 is left there. 5 4s are 20. Here 5 ones are 5, 6, 7 means there's 2 left. Now it's 22. 5 fours are 20. Again there is 2 left. 25. 5 fives are 25. So 145 grams. So we continue. Now let's see what is left in the numerator. In the numerator we have 145 into 1. So that is 145. In the denominator we have only 24. Now let's divide 145 by 24. And remember all the while that this is percent. So 145 divided by 24. Let's get a number close to 145. Let's try 24 into 6. 6 fours are 24, carry 2. 6 twos are 12, 13, 14. We can use this number 144. So 24 into 6 is 144 minus 5 minus 4 is 1, 0, 0. So here our mixed number will be 6, 1 by 24. So what is our answer here? 6, 1 by 24%. So this is our answer. 6 1 by 24% is our final answer. So with this, children, we have come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.